close your eyes. Picture Jamaica. What do you hear? The rhythmic pulse of reggae music, right? Now, what if I told you that this iconic sound, this heartbeat of Jamaica, actually originated thousands of miles away, on the shores of another continent? This is the untold story of how Africa shaped Jamaica, a tale woven into the very fabric of reggae music. It's a story of resilience, of cultural fusion, and the enduring power of music to transcend borders and connect souls across oceans. Prepare to journey with us as we explore the deep-rooted connections between these two seemingly disparate worlds. How did the rhythms and melodies of Africa find their way to the Caribbean island of Jamaica? Get ready to uncover the hidden history, the cultural echoes, and the musical fusion that gave birth to one of the world's most beloved genres. This is more than just a history lesson. It's a celebration of the African diaspora and its profound impact on global culture. So, buckle up, open your ears, and prepare to be amazed. The transatlantic slave trade stands as one of the darkest chapters in human history. Millions of Africans were forcibly uprooted from their homelands, stripped of their freedom, and transported across the Atlantic in horrific conditions. This brutal system of forced migration had a profound impact on the Americas, particularly in the Caribbean, where sugar plantations fueled by slave labor became the backbone of colonial economies. Jamaica, a small island nation in the Caribbean Sea, became a central hub in the transatlantic slave trade. British colonists, eager to exploit the fertile land for sugar production, imported vast numbers of enslaved Africans to work the plantations. The arrival of these enslaved Africans brought about a dramatic shift in Jamaica's cultural landscape. The horrors of slavery cannot be overstated. Africans were subjected to unimaginable cruelty, stripped of their identities, and forced to assimilate into a new and oppressive society. Yet despite the brutal realities of their captivity, the enslaved Africans never surrendered their cultural heritage. They clung tightly to their traditions, their languages, their music, and their spiritual beliefs, passing them down through generations as a way to preserve their identities and resist the dehumanizing effects of slavery. This resilience, this unwavering commitment to their ancestral roots, would have a profound impact on the development of Jamaican culture. It laid the foundation for a unique and vibrant cultural fusion that would eventually give birth to reggae music. This is the untold story, the hidden history of how Africa left its indelible mark on the island of Jamaica. The echoes of Africa reverberate throughout Jamaican culture, woven into the very fabric of its music, dance, language, and cuisine. The rhythms of the African drums, once used to communicate across vast distances, found new life in the beating hearts of the enslaved Africans. These rhythms, deeply ingrained in their musical memory, became the foundation for many Jamaican musical genres. The call and response patterns of African music, where a lead singer's phrases are answered by a chorus of voices, are evident in Jamaican folk songs and, later, in the improvisational nature of reggae music. The rhythmic interplay between the bass, drums, and guitar in reggae, often described as having a hypnotic or trance-inducing effect, can be traced back to the polyrhythmic structures of traditional African music. The influence of Africa is also evident in Jamaican cuisine. Many of the staple foods enjoyed in Jamaica today, such as ackee, yam, and callaloo, were brought to the island from Africa. These foods, often prepared using traditional African cooking methods, are a testament to the enduring legacy of African culinary traditions in Jamaica. Even the Jamaican language, a colorful and expressive dialect of English, is infused with words and phrases of West African origin. Words like nyam, to eat, duppy, ghost, and kina, sort of, are just a few examples of the linguistic remnants of Jamaica's African past. Music, however, became the most powerful language through which enslaved Africans in Jamaica expressed themselves. It was a means of preserving their cultural heritage, connecting with their ancestors, and finding solace in the face of adversity. In the fields, during their limited free time, and at secret gatherings, enslaved Africans used music to tell stories, share their sorrows, and keep their spirits alive. These musical expressions, often infused with elements of resistance and rebellion, laid the groundwork for the development of unique Jamaican musical forms. From the energetic rhythms of buru drumming, which originated in the Congo region of Africa, to the spiritual chants and dances of the Culinary tradition, brought to Jamaica by enslaved Africans from the Congo and Angola, these musical expressions evolved and adapted, blending with European influences to create a rich tapestry of sound. The banjo, an instrument with roots in West Africa, was adapted by Jamaicans and became a central instrument in early forms of folk music, such as mento. The use of call and response vocals, a hallmark of African musical traditions, is evident in mento and other early Jamaican genres, showcasing the direct lineage between African and Jamaican musical forms. This fusion of African and European musical elements would continue to evolve, eventually giving rise to ska, rocksteady, and ultimately, reggae music. The story of reggae music is, in many ways, the story of Africa in Jamaica, a testament to the enduring power of music to transcend borders, to heal wounds, and to unite people across generations. To truly understand the profound impact of Africa on Jamaica, we must look beyond the surface and delve into the soul of the nation. Culture, like a river, carries with it the sediments of its journey, shaping the landscape it traverses. In the case of Jamaica, the cultural river flows directly from the heart of Africa, leaving its indelible mark on every aspect of Jamaican life. One of the most striking examples of this cultural inheritance is the patois language spoken throughout Jamaica. This vibrant and expressive dialect, often described as a melodic language, is a fascinating blend of English and West African languages. Words like unu, you all, picni, child, and nuff, plenty, are not merely linguistic quirks, but echoes of a shared history, a testament to the resilience of African languages in the face of cultural suppression. The art of storytelling, a cornerstone of African cultures, also found fertile ground in Jamaica. Anansi stories, featuring the cunning spider trickster, are a beloved part of Jamaican folklore, sharing striking similarities with West African tales of Anansi the spider. These stories, passed down through generations, often carry moral lessons, social commentary, and a deep respect for wisdom and wit. The echoes of Africa are not mere remnants of the past, they are living, breathing elements of Jamaican identity, constantly evolving and finding new expressions in contemporary art, music, and literature. This seamless blend of African and European influences is what gives Jamaican culture its unique vibrancy and dynamism. Jamaican culture is a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of African, European, and indigenous traditions. This cultural fusion is evident in various aspects of Jamaican life, from the intricate rhythms of its music to the intricate patterns of its traditional crafts. The art of drumming, for example, holds a sacred place in many African cultures, serving as a means of communication, spiritual expression, and social cohesion. In Jamaica, the legacy of African drumming is evident in the pulsating rhythms of Kumina, a religious tradition brought to the island by enslaved Africans from the Congo and Angola. Kumina ceremonies, often featuring drumming, singing, and spirit possession, provide a powerful connection to ancestral roots and offer a glimpse into the rich spiritual world of Jamaica's African heritage. The art of weaving, another skill brought over from Africa, found new life in Jamaica, evolving into a unique tradition of basket making and textile production. The intricate patterns and designs often woven into these crafts reflect both African aesthetic sensibilities and the ingenuity born out of necessity in adapting to a new environment. Even the traditional Jamaican game of ludi, played with seeds or stones on a wooden board, shares striking similarities with the ancient African game of mancala, highlighting the enduring cultural connections that bind these two regions. The tantalizing aromas of Jamaican cuisine are a testament to the island's rich cultural heritage. The flavors of Africa are deeply ingrained in Jamaican cooking, a delicious fusion of indigenous ingredients and traditional African cooking techniques. Ackee and saltfish, considered Jamaica's national dish, is a prime example of this culinary fusion. Ackee, a fruit native to West Africa, is believed to have been brought to Jamaica by enslaved Africans in the 18th century. Its unique flavor, often described as a blend of savory and sweet, pairs perfectly with saltfish, a staple food of the Caribbean. creating a dish that embodies the essence of Jamaican culinary history. Jerk seasoning, a fiery blend of spices that has become synonymous with Jamaican cuisine, also has its roots in Africa. The use of Scotch bonnet peppers, allspice and thyme, key ingredients in jerk seasoning, can be traced back to traditional African spice blends. The method of cooking jerk over pimento wood, which imparts a unique smoky flavor to the meat, is thought to have originated with the indigenous Taino people of Jamaica, showcasing the island's culinary tapestry woven from African, European, and indigenous influences.
The spiritual landscape of Jamaica is as diverse as its cultural heritage, reflecting a blend of African religious traditions, Christianity, and indigenous beliefs. One of the most prominent examples of Africa's spiritual legacy in Jamaica is the Rastafarian movement. Rastafarianism, which emerged in Jamaica in the 1930s, draws heavily on the teachings of Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican activist who advocated for black empowerment and repatriation to Africa. Rastafarians view Ethiopia as their spiritual homeland and Emperor Haile Selassie I as the embodiment of God or Jah. Music plays a central role in Rastafarian worship, with Nyabingi drumming and chanting serving as powerful forms of spiritual expression. The rhythmic patterns of Nyabingi drumming, often accompanied by call and response vocals, are believed to induce a trance-like state, connecting Rastafarians to their spiritual roots and promoting unity and consciousness. The influence of African spiritual traditions is also evident in other aspects of Jamaican culture, from the belief in Obeah, a system of spiritual practices with roots in West Africa, to the use of herbal remedies and traditional healing methods. These spiritual practices, often passed down through generations, provide a sense of continuity with the past and offer a unique perspective on the relationship between the physical and spiritual realms.
As Jamaica emerged from the shadows of colonialism and stepped into the light of independence in 1962, a new sound began to reverberate from the heart of Kingston. This sound, raw, soulful, and infused with a spirit of social consciousness, would soon capture the world's attention. This was the sound of ska, a genre that would become synonymous with the energy and optimism of newly independent Jamaica. Ska, with its infectious upbeat tempo, driving bass lines, and emphasis on offbeat rhythms, was a fusion of American rhythm and blues, jazz, and Jamaican mento music. But beneath the surface of its catchy melodies and danceable grooves lay a deeper significance. Ska emerged from the ghettos of Kingston, where poverty, unemployment, and social injustice were rampant. For the youth of these marginalized communities, ska was more than just music. It was a form of expression, a way to voice their frustrations, their hopes, and their dreams. It was a soundtrack of rebellion against the status quo, a call for unity and social change. The lyrics of ska songs often reflected the realities of daily life in Jamaica, addressing issues such as poverty, inequality, and the struggle for identity in a post-colonial world. This social consciousness, deeply rooted in the African tradition of music as a vehicle for storytelling and social commentary, would become a defining characteristic of Jamaican music, from ska to rocksteady to reggae. As the 1960s progressed, the tempo of ska music began to slow down, evolving into a new genre known as rocksteady. Rocksteady, with its smoother, more soulful sound and emphasis on romantic themes, marked a shift in Jamaican music, reflecting a growing sense of national pride and identity. However, beneath the surface of its romantic lyrics and mellow grooves, rocksteady retained the social consciousness of its predecessor. Many rocksteady songs addressed themes of peace, unity, and the importance of community, reflecting the aspirations of a nation grappling with the challenges of independence. Rocksteady also saw the emergence of the bass guitar as a prominent instrument, laying the foundation for the heavy, pulsating bass lines that would become synonymous with reggae music. The bass guitar, with its deep, resonant tones, added a new layer of depth and complexity to Jamaican music, creating a hypnotic, trance-inducing effect that would become a hallmark of reggae. This emphasis on the bass, often described as the heartbeat of reggae music, can be traced back to the rhythmic traditions of Africa, where the drum often serves as the foundation of musical arrangements. The bass guitar, in essence, became the modern-day equivalent of the African drum, providing the rhythmic backbone for a new generation of Jamaican music. No discussion of reggae music would be complete without mentioning the legendary Bob Marley. Born Robert Nesta Marley in 1945 in rural Jamaica, Marley would rise from humble beginnings to become a global icon, his music transcending cultural boundaries and spreading a message of peace, love, and unity to every corner of the globe. Marley's music, deeply rooted in Rastafarian beliefs and infused with a spirit of social justice, resonated with millions around the world, particularly those who identified with the struggles against oppression, poverty, and inequality. Songs like Get Up, Stand Up, One Love, and Redemption Song became anthems for the oppressed, their messages of hope, resilience, and the pursuit of freedom echoing across continents. Marley's music was profoundly shaped by the rhythms and melodies of Africa. The influence of Nyabingi drumming, with its hypnotic repetitions and call and response patterns, is evident in many of his songs, infusing them with a spiritual depth and intensity that transcended language barriers. Marley's lyrics, often poetic and allegorical, drew upon the rich tradition of African storytelling, conveying messages of social justice, spiritual enlightenment, and the importance of staying true to one's roots. Through his music, Marley became a global ambassador for reggae, introducing the world to the soulful sounds and conscious messages of Jamaica. The story of reggae music is not confined to the shores of Jamaica. Like seeds carried by the wind, the rhythms and messages of reggae have taken root and flourished in every corner of the globe. From the streets of London to the townships of South Africa, from the bustling cities of Japan to the favelas of Brazil, reggae music has found a home in the hearts of people from all walks of life. The global embrace of reggae music is a testament to the universality of its message. Themes of social justice, equality, and the struggle for freedom transcend cultural and geographical boundaries, resonating with those who have experienced oppression, poverty, and marginalization. Reggae music has also played a significant role in raising awareness about African culture and history. Through its lyrics, its rhythms, and its overall ethos, reggae has introduced millions to the rich cultural heritage of Africa, fostering a greater understanding and appreciation for the continent's contributions to world music and culture. The global journey of reggae music is a testament to the enduring power of music to transcend borders, to connect people across cultures, and to amplify voices that have long been silenced. It is a reminder that the rhythms of Africa continue to reverberate throughout the world, inspiring generations to rise up, stand up, and fight for a more just and equitable world. Beyond the stage, cultural threads weave a rich tapestry of Jamaican life, deeply influenced by African heritage. You know, the African influence on Jamaica extends far beyond the stage and recording studio. It permeates the very fabric of everyday life, adding vibrant threads to the nation's cultural tapestry. Walk down any street in Jamaica, and you'll encounter the unmistakable presence of Africa in the sights, sounds, and rhythms that surround you. From the brightly colored fabrics of traditional clothing, often adorned with patterns reminiscent of West African designs, to the animated gestures and expressive language of everyday conversations, the echoes of Africa are impossible to miss. Even the way Jamaicans interact with each other, the warmth, the humor, and the deep sense of community reflect the spirit of Ubuntu, the African philosophy emphasizing interconnectedness and shared humanity. The game of dominoes, a national pastime in Jamaica, offers another glimpse into the cultural connections between Africa and the Caribbean. While dominoes itself originated in China, the way the game is played in Jamaica, with its emphasis on strategy, trickery, and playful banter, bears a striking resemblance to similar domino games popular in West Africa. This shared love of the game, with its blend of skill and social interaction, points to the enduring cultural ties that bind these two regions. Beyond these outward expressions, the African influence runs deep within the soul of Jamaican society, shaping its values, beliefs, and worldview. The resilience, creativity, and unwavering spirit of the Jamaican people are a testament to the legacy of their African ancestors, who endured unimaginable hardships, yet never surrendered their hope for a better future. a living legacy from generation to generation. The enduring legacy of Africa in Jamaica is not merely a matter of historical record. It's a living, breathing reality, passed down from generation to generation through the powerful channels of family, community, and tradition. In homes across Jamaica, grandmothers teach their grandchildren how to cook ackee and saltfish, sharing not just recipes but stories of their ancestors who brought these culinary traditions across the ocean. Grandfathers recount tales of Anansi the spider, instilling in their grandchildren a love of storytelling and a deep respect for wisdom, cunning, and the power of words. These intergenerational exchanges, often taking place on verandas as the sun sets, weave a rich tapestry of cultural memory, ensuring that the spirit of Africa continues to thrive in the hearts and minds of younger generations. Music, of course, remains a primary conduit for cultural transmission. From the moment Jamaican children are born, they are enveloped in the sounds of reggae, its rhythms becoming as familiar as their own heartbeats. In schools, children learn about the history of reggae music, studying the lyrics of Bob Marley and other reggae icons as if they were sacred texts. This deep immersion in reggae music, with its messages of social justice, unity, and pride in African heritage, helps to shape the values and identities of young Jamaicans, connecting them to a larger history that extends far beyond the shores of their island nation. One love, one heartbeat. The story of how Africa shaped Jamaica is not just a historical footnote, it's a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome adversity, to preserve cultural heritage, and to create something beautiful and unique from the ashes of tragedy. It's a story that speaks to the interconnectedness of all people, regardless of race, nationality, or geographical location. In a world often divided by difference, the cultural fusion of Africa and Jamaica stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us that our shared humanity transcends our perceived divisions. The rhythms of Africa, carried across the ocean on the backs of enslaved people, found new life in the heart of Jamaica, giving birth to a musical genre that would captivate the world. Reggae music, with its messages of peace, love, and unity, has become a global anthem for those who seek a more just and equitable world. It reminds us that we are all part of one human family, our hearts beating to the same rhythm, our spirits yearning for the same freedoms. The story of Africa in Jamaica is a story of resilience, of creativity, and of the indomitable human spirit. It's a story that continues to unfold today as the rhythms of Africa continue to inspire, uplift, and unite people around the world. And as Bob Marley so eloquently sang, "One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right." As we've journeyed through the vibrant landscapes of Jamaican culture, one truth has become undeniably clear. The spirit of Africa beats at the very heart of this island nation. The rhythms, the flavors, the stories, the spiritual beliefs, all woven together into a rich tapestry that celebrates the enduring legacy of Africa. The transatlantic slave trade, a dark chapter in human history, brought unimaginable suffering to millions of Africans. Yet from the depths of this tragedy, a remarkable story of cultural survival and transformation unfolded. The enslaved Africans who found themselves on Jamaican shores carried within them a cultural heritage so strong, so deeply ingrained, that not even the shackles of slavery could extinguish its flame. This heritage, passed down through generations, has shaped every facet of Jamaican life, from the language spoken on the streets to the music that fills the air. It's a testament to the power of culture to transcend time and circumstance, to provide solace in times of hardship, and to unite people across continents and generations. The story of Africa and Jamaica is a story of resilience, of creativity, and of the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a story that continues to inspire, uplift, and connect people around the world, reminding us that our shared humanity transcends our perceived divisions. More than music. While reggae music stands as a powerful testament to the African influence on Jamaica, it is crucial to recognize that this connection extends far beyond the realm of music. It's a living, breathing presence that permeates every aspect of Jamaican culture, enriching its art, its cuisine, its language, and its very soul. The story of Africa in Jamaica is more than just a tale of cultural transmission. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity, to forge new identities, and to create something beautiful and unique from the crucible of suffering. It's a story that speaks to the interconnectedness of all people, reminding us that our destinies are intertwined, our histories shared, and our futures inextricably linked. As we celebrate the vibrant cultural tapestry of Jamaica, let us remember the countless individuals who contributed to its creation, the enslaved Africans who endured unimaginable hardships yet never surrendered their heritage, the musicians who gave voice to the struggles and aspirations of a nation, and the everyday Jamaicans who continue to keep these traditions alive. The story of Africa in Jamaica is a story that belongs to all of us. It's a story of resilience, of creativity, and of the enduring power of the human spirit to find hope and beauty even in the darkest of times. It's a story that reminds us that our differences are what make us unique, but our shared humanity is what binds us together. And that is a message worth celebrating, not just in Jamaica but throughout the world. Please explore more videos on the connections between cultures and share your thoughts on how Africa has influenced other parts of the world.